Twitter Sunday was the 17 people shot at a nightclub in Cincinnati. Tonight, the stain on the city grows as the triggermen are still on the loose.
Police are confident they will find them. Meantime, the community turns to prayer to heal the wounds that are still fresh. Angela Ingram was at that vigil at the club tonight. She joins us live from the East End. Angela?
Well, Rob, this vigil was really put on by church and community leaders. They say this shooting did not just affect the people who were involved here and their families as well, but it also really affected an entire community. So tonight was all about healing.
It's going to take mothers, it's going to take city officials.
A show of unity in the same spot that was the place of tragedy just a few nights ago. This vigil is one that came together because of people of faith who want to send a message about the shooting at Cameo Nightclub.
But most importantly, that people realize that gun violence is real and you don't know where it's going to show its ugly head. And this incident was just one of those incidents that we just never want to happen in our city again.
People really feel helpless. You know, people are frightened, you know, and they just don't know what to do.
It was the second gathering in the past 2 days at the spot. A small memorial with candles and balloons is outside, and each day it grows larger, remembering O'Brien Spikes. Spikes was killed in the gun battle at Cameo early Sunday morning. The others affected by the shooting were also remembered.
I had members of my congregation impacted by this, families, and as I learn more and more details, I find more and more connections.
One of the hardest things for many is the realization that this started as a problem between people earlier and escalated into large-scale gun violence. Community activists say it'll take a candid look at the issues affecting the inner city to solve the problems.
The African American community is like at a crossroads. We're going to have to decide if we're going to be loyal to a street code or to a family code. We're going to have to make that decision because our children are dying.
And church leaders say it is also important for people who may be afraid to come forward to put those fears aside. They want to encourage those people to cooperate with police, and they say it's important for them to know that there are security in place just to make sure that they feel protected if they do cooperate and talk to police. Reporting live from the East End, Angela Ingram, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Angela, thank you very much. The club's owner says the business will close for good on Friday, and we learned today that police were called to the club hundreds of times over the years for anything from fights to disorderly conduct. As far as the investigation goes, the two major questions, who did it and why, are still unanswered. But the chief says progress is being made.
There's a lot of evidence, there are a lot of witnesses to talk to, there's a lot of information that comes in, some of it relevant, some of it not, that has to be filtered through.
There are still several people in the hospital, including two that are in critical condition. Stick with Local 12 for any new developments in the Cameo Nightclub shooting. We'll bring you breaking details here on the air and, of course, at local12.com.